There are plenty more games in week 2 of the NFL season than just this one, but this is obviously the one we needed to lead with today on the Thursday episode of this show. However, let's look elsewhere because our best bets from week 1 went 4-0 on the podcast. We had a fantastic week, and I would love to do that again, Dave. So where are we looking for week 2?
Yeah, I would. So we're going to follow a similar strategy there. We highlighted our best edge, our top probability, and when we looked at the Thursday night game, we talked about our best bet in there, which we were both on as far as the under in that game. We'll do the same thing today. We'll look at our best edge, top probability, and then I'll pull up a TD prop that I like as well. Well, actually, you're going to see it right here if you're watching, but that's okay. So we'll start off with the best edge. That's going to be the Buccaneers plus 2.5 on the road versus the Texans. This is our top spread probability of the whole week, which we talked about on Tuesday's episode in our little pick'ems highlight. Game came down to the wire versus the Falcons in week 1. Maybe not as convincing of an offense that we thought the Bucs would be to start the season. And their defense certainly isn't that of the Rams, but this Texans team mustered just 9 points and 0 touchdowns in week 1. 2.5 feels wrong to me for the Bucs. I understand it's a game on the road. It's kind of a pretty standard line for closely matched teams when one is on the road. But it doesn't really feel right to me. I think this should be a lot closer to a pick 'em. Honestly, the Bucs looked the much better team. The Texans not even scoring a touchdown is pretty concerning. At least enough to me to give them a full field goal advantage here. And, if we're overreacting to a single sample size, I'd probably lean towards our model's spread picks after the 11-5 outing in week 1. So this is really nice to me. 58.2% probability over a 7% edge. Looks to be just about even money, minus 102 on FanDuel. So this is a really strong lean from the model, high value, good probability. I'm definitely taking this one and hoping I might even take the Bucs on the money line as well, personally. See what the model says about that.
Dave, I think we should. I think if there's one team the sportsbooks are off on early this season or maybe don't know how to evaluate it, it is Tampa. I mean, even look at that Bucky Irving prop, right? 60% probability he's getting plus money to score a touchdown. They're using him like a bell cow. I mean, he really didn't even break any crazy big plays, but he still found the end zone in week 1. I'm with you. I also think just this is something I've long felt with the way books work with line setting for NFL. If two teams are in the same bucket of caliber and the team on the road is under a field goal of an underdog, right? The Bucs are plus 2.5 here. To me, if they were sizable underdogs or if it was even a team that you felt had any sort of disadvantage compared to the Texans, they'd be catching a field goal or more. It's just not crazy to give them that. So to me, this tells me suspiciously Tampa is either as good or maybe better than Houston. That's what my gut says. My eyes say it's a theory I've long held with the way NFL lines work. And to see that be such a big edge after the way week 1 went down, I'm not surprised at all. I'll be with you on Tampa money line.
Beautiful. Love to be aligned with my co-host and the Dimers model. Pretty good place to be. So let's check out our top probability here. If you're watching, you can already see this, and you may have already scrambled to put it in. But Eagles money line versus the Chiefs. It's exciting to have not just value, but a definitive edge in this game. This is a matchup of Titans. These guys were in the Super Bowl last year, rematch of Super Bowl licks, a game no one really expected to go the way it did, but maybe couldn't be totally surprised about considering the Chiefs' black magic usage all season long and how they were squirreling their way out of close losses all year. This is at almost 60% probability at minus 110 odds. Also comes with a high value signal like all three of these bets in here, and another strong edge at 7.3%. 60% on a money line for a game that is projected pretty close is substantial. Like we saw that the Packers are just 52% tonight. And that's another closely projected game that I think everyone would say the Packers look better than the Chiefs in week 1. The Commanders look better as an opponent, I think, for the Packers, and yet they're getting less of a money line probability than the Eagles are here against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still without their top receiver with Rashee Rice. Xavier Worthy probably not playing in this game. He's questionable, but he's got a dislocated shoulder, projected for 0 fantasy points if you're checking your app. So I can't imagine he's playing this week. If he does, is he going to be effective? I don't know. This is practically a pick 'em on some books with the spread. Feels wrong after what we saw in week 1. Tough place to play in Arrowhead, of course. But the Eagles are going to have Jalen Carter back from his time served suspension in game 1. Chiefs backfield did not look good at all. I think they're going to have trouble moving the ball against what everyone would call a superior team. So minus 110, I think the Eagles should probably be closer to like minus 130, minus 135, which is what the model says. Yeah, this is another one that I am all in right here. And it pains me to back the Eagles, but as a Cowboys fan, but I will, because I like to make money alongside watching the Cowboys play. So
I'll tail with you. I think there's a Mahomes tax here. We know the public loves to bet the Chiefs. I think there's the public revenge narrative of let's get them back for the Super Bowl. But sometimes you got to look at what's in front of you. The Chiefs have no receivers right now. I'd be stunned if Worthy plays in this game. The Eagles have so many weapons that A.J. Brown caught one ball in week 1. It's just a different room full of skill guys right now. I think this is crazy value as well. I'm happy to do this. I do have one question for you, though. If Jalen Carter spits on Patrick Mahomes again, what is that going to do to the live probability?
If Jalen Carter, if there's another spitting, well, first of all, I'll need to see all angles, and I'll need to confirm that Patrick Mahomes did not spit in the general direction or on the ground, perhaps, of Jalen Carter. But if he does, well, I'm just going to bet Jalen Carter for a comeback player of the year next year, because he's probably going to miss the whole season if he spits on a guy 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, can we get Carter like 120 to 1 to be ejected for spitting in back-to-back games? Because there might be an edge.
Yeah, the books tell you, more markets available by request. So maybe we can call up and get a dimer special here. Jalen Carter to spit, and we'll set the line ourselves. Yeah, and just another one real quick. Like you said, the revenge narrative in this game, people think the Chiefs are going to get one back. Like, I would be terrified if I were the Chiefs in this game. You got blown out in the Super Bowl. You don't have your best team. The Eagles are so much better than you. They're healthy. They have Saquon Barkley, and they're going to come into this game like on cloud 9. Like, we punked these dudes in the Super Bowl, and now we get them. Like, they're going to make one big tackle and just like, stand over them. And I would be terrified if I were the Chiefs. So, Yep, I'm all in here.
I'm 100% with you. All right. And then our top touchdown prop, I spoke to it briefly. I'm already on board. It was already on the card, but give us the outline for Bucky here.
Yeah, cool. So you could see Bucky Irving score a touchdown, plus money, 105 on Bet365, 60% probability. This is like way off, 11.2% edge. Both the anytime TD edges that we talked about on Tuesday's episode, the Zach Charbonnet and Michael Penix, which resulted in the plus 4,400 TD parlay cashing, both over a 10% edge, plus money, big edge, tutty threat. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yep. Simple as that. All right. We're probably going to have Bucky in a variety of ways this week. That's a huge edge. I mean, to see a double-digit edge, even from the model, is not usual. So anytime I see something higher than 10, I'm all over it. Bucky Irving to score qualifies.